Hi.
Good morning.
What's happening?
About to go to work, as usual.
That is exactly my problem.
It is a bunch of crap. Which reminds me of something I was thinking this morning. How many people in a given area are on the toilet when an earthquake happens? Like, percentage-wise. And why do they not publish those statistics?
I think that it would be difficult to interview all of the people in a situation like that. I think that I have slept through all of the earthquakes in Illinois.
Sadly, I have too. All of the ones I have been alive for, at least.
Well, of course. So, if I ever make an official attempt at vegetarianism, I am going to get a tattoo of a golden brown, cartoon roasted chicken, with steam lines. The real struggle will not be the pain of getting a tattoo, or converting to a meatless diet. The struggle will be to remember that I was planning to get the tattoo.
Oh?
Wait. If a vegan is opposed to harming animals, would that also mean being opposed to tattoos?
I do not think tattoos are considered off-limits to vegans. I know vegans with tattoos.
Yes, but it is a human harming another animal, for money.
For sure. But because it is voluntary and aimed at themselves, I think it is accepted. By your logic, a vegan could not get a root canal.
So vegans would be okay with that one animal in the Hitchhiker's Guide? The one who wants to be eaten?
I would have to take that question to the Vegan High Council.
Yes. Because otherwise we will get into the gratuitous evil versus necessary evil debate.
And we do that way too often as it is.
True. Because if we deem a root canal to be a gratuitous evil, then we must ask, if God exists, why did he not prevent this root canal?
Because fucking is for pansies.
In the end, that is always true. Speaking of the phrase fucking is for pansies, I have to tell you I am very amused by this idea I had to have a war on fucking. I think it's got legs.
It is moving.
I hope that it gets adopted by the religious right and they pay me a bunch of money to come on TV to talk about it.
That would be ideal.
I would like to use it just so I can talk about how I think that God is ticklish. That is my end game in every action I take. To get into a situation where I can express my view of a ticklish version of the Christian God.
It is not a bad goal. Many people have aspired to much less than that.
Such as?
Like being the spokesperson for the anti-fucking movement. I really do think that your idea for an anti-fucking movement goes hand in hand with your idea for a pro-abortion movement.
I think I can still have it both ways.
For sure, you can.
I will have to think of some more things to be either for or against.
What is your stance on high fives?
I have ambiguous feelings about high fives. But I am pro-sandwich. Maybe I'll have a war on anti-sandwichers.
Yes, you could protest outside of noodle places and pizza parlors.
Are there any positive protests? Like a gathering of people celebrating the sandwich, with placards and chants. Signs on sticks, maybe a sit-in. Hunger strikes for sandwiches.
There are pride parades. Those are positive.
I wonder if I contacted the Gay Pride Parade people, would they let me enter a pro-sandwich float in the parade?
Well, considering some of the floats that make it into the parade, I think that the answer is yes. Although, it would be wildly more entertaining if your anti-fucking movement were entered. Especially if you could get Pat Sajak to ride on the float. I wonder what the gay community would think of the slogan, "Fucking is for pansies."
Oh yes, I never thought of it from their perspective. I did not realize that my war on fucking may also be a pro-gay movement. Which, I am willing to break a few eggs to make that omelette. But the pro-abortion movement is still mine.
Well, being against fucking, pro-gay, and at the same time encouraging abortion all seem to have a common interest. No heterosexual procreative acts.
I am fine with this outcome.
I think it suits you.
It is a strange series of events that led me exactly to where I already was. I am giving some thought to this sandwich protest. I would like to get 15 people together with signs and chants, just hanging out downtown where I always see protesters. We would be talking about how much we like sandwiches.
Would you stage a counter-protest to drum up more interest? Like you could plant people pretending to be opposed to your view.
You mean the anti-sandwich brigade would storm our positive hippie party?
Totally.
I don't know about that. Here is what I am thinking for signs. Sandwiches are good. Sandwiches are fun. Fun is good. Therefore, fun is sandwiches. That's 5 signs. Done.
Then the opposition would have signs too, of course. Fuck sandwiches. And of course there would be a protest, protesting the protesters who are protesting you. And one of them can have a sign that says, fucking is for pansies. And there would be the obvious contingent of gays for sandwiches.
Yes, and of course the sign, I would abort a baby for a sandwich. Oh hey, I read an article today that said they are testing a male contraceptive pill in Australia.
Interesting.
It will be nice to finally be in command of my reproductive rights. Because let us face it, we are like accidents waiting to happen. At any moment I could impregnate someone.
Yes, you are a ticking time bomb. I am just crossing my fingers that somewhere along the way, something made me sterile.
Maybe you should try crossing your legs instead. Hey-o.
Good one. Well, at least now we finally have a reason to be shouted at outside of Planned Parenthood. Did you know that abortions only make up 3% of all of the procedures they do there? They do tons of other stuff, like cancer screenings.
I did not know they did cancer screenings. They should advertise that more.
They pretty much are what health clinics should be like, it seems.
I am guessing that the people who are anti-abortion probably are also anti-cancer. Or at least they do not like cancer.
What if, deep down they want cancer to spread, and so they are attacking Planned Parenthood under the guise of being anti-abortion, but really they want to shut down the cancer screenings? That should be the response to these anti-abortion protesters. By trying to shut down Planned Parenthood, you are really saying that you are pro-cancer.
That makes sense, considering they protest against whatever contraceptive it is that helps to prevent HPV.
Next time there is a big protest outside of Planned Parenthood, we should get out there with our signs supporting the eating of sandwiches.
Yes, our support tests. There are a lot of reasons to eat sandwiches.
My sign would say, we believe that, if everybody just ate a sandwich, that we could probably work out almost any disagreement.
Mine would say, sandwiches are full of nutrients and vitamins. Buying fresh vegetables helps to support local farms and agriculture. Think of the jobs you are providing for people that transport those vegetables, stock them in stores, and then sell them to you. Eat a fucking sandwich, for Christ's sake.
Knowing them, they would probably start teaching everybody to only have sex with sandwiches.
If that happened, I could probably never forgive myself.
Then naturally, they would eventually be bringing in their pregnant sandwiches in for abortions.
Well then, I win.